Start toggle button not pressed.
Now, the TTS wartime check carrot.
File Explorer from widgets Google Chrome. New tab. Google Chrome window. New tab. Google Chrome. Speedtest.net unselected. www. List with Dino game.
Yeah, but
Press space to play Dino game.
no.
Bullet link running Windows Network Diagnostic.
Outlook.
Widgets top show hidden icon. Out volumes. Network no internet access connections available button.
That
Quick settings grouping. Wi-Fi toggle button pressed to manage Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi grouping. List. Mic is iPhone. Secured. Signal selected. Connect automatic. Quick setting. Connect mic is connect automatically checkbox checked. Connect button. Cancel button. Checking network requirements. Mic is iPhone connected. Secured. Secured. Signal 0 out of 4 bars 1 of 20. Big. Mic is iPhone connected. Secured. Secured. Signal 4 out of 4 bars. Net. Start window. File Explorer which Google New tab. Google.
that's funny.
List. Search box. List. Wi-Fi grouping. Wi-Fi toggle button press. Wi-Fi 1 of
I might forget the iPhone
use
too.
help group. Use list. Manage known networks. Manage
Why?
filtered by
Maybe it's
new network grouping list. Double mic is forget mic is iPhone. Get help grouping.
there we go.
Get list. WSD Wi-Fi grouping 1 of 1. Desktop
And
list. File Explorer which show hidden icons. Show clock power back volumes. Network no internet access. Quick settings group. Manage Wi-Fi can pay. Manage Wi-Fi more Wi-Fi less Wi-Fi list. Big. Mic is iPhone selected. Connect automatically checkbox check. Connect button. Cancel checking network requirements. Enter the password edit protected blank. Start. Checking network requirements. Mic is iPhone connected. Secured. Secured. Signal 4 out of 4 bars 1 of 27.
wow.
File which Google. New tab. Google www.speedtest. New tab. Search Google.
So what did it do?
L combo box collapsed edit. Search by. Search Google collapse. New tab.
Why won't it?
Chrome region. New tab.
Why won't it load the?
www. List with Dino game. Bullet link running Windows Network Diagnostics. Google. Widgets toggle button not press. Shut down restart.
Do I need to like?
What?
Yeah. Why doesn't it? I know that my hotspot works. It lets me connect. So does the school like block you from using?
Probably.
Like U.S. Cellular? Like really? Here, I know how to prove to see if the hotspot works.
Shut down. Secure desktop.
I'm gonna shut this down. And I'm gonna act like I want to set up my MacBook and see if it lets me load over the hotspot. What's a little weird is the moment I turned on the hotspot on my phone, the StreamYard app wanted access to the local network. Which didn't really make that much sense. Like why it was. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I want to set this MacBook up, and then see if it lets me. If it's like the hotspot not working. If the hotspot is actually not working, I'm gonna leave the stream yard and then rejoin because I want to see if StreamYard that kind of take control over the whole network. Well, no. It's not usually how that works.
Outlook now. Uber Eats. Gobble up these deals.
Table. Row 1 of 257. United States. Selected as keyword focus. Hey. To enter this table, press Control Option Shift down arrow.
Oh, what is this? Oh. Okay. All right.
Table. Row. Continue. New keyboard layout. Back not now. But select your table. In table 7 lock. Weak BEROLIVING. Out of other net password. Password. Table. In lock. Weak K. Lock. FC. Lock. Living in. Mike is iPhone. Out of password. Password. Secure edit text. You are currently on a text feed. Oh, back. Table.
So what?
Map off. Password. 8 characters. Password. Secure edit text. Mike is iPhone. Lock image. Wi-Fi icon with full strength image. You are currently on a text
Okay,
field.
it's connecting.
This is a secure text field. Text typed into this field will not be displayed and will not be spoken by voiceover. Busy. Back. Busy. Progress indicator.
It's trying to connect to my iPhone. If it doesn't actually
How-
connect, I'll have to
Number
turn.
selected.
How will you know if it actually works?
How will I know?
Yeah.
Cause it will. If there's no Wi-Fi network, it won't let you sign into an Apple ID. Like if there's no actual internet.
Table. Back. Busy. Progress indicator.
But it made StreamYard glitch, so I know that it's trying to connect. If it doesn't actually connect to the iPhone, I might have to turn on maximize compatibility and make the frequency 2.4 gigahertz instead of 5.
Oh.
Because by default it uses 5 gigahertz, and not every device supports that, especially if it's an older type of device.
Data privacy.
Okay, I think it connected, but let's see if there's actually an internet.
Migration. If you not back. Continue. Back. Not now. Sign in with your Apple. Sign in with your Apple ID. You are currently on a text element. Apple email edit. Create new Apple ID. Email edit text. Blank. Email. Trackpad.
Turn off voiceover
Speech muted.
while you
We
type
can
in your.
just do that.
Okay. Yeah, that. I mean, that. I guess that works.
Welcome to Learn More. Add emote. Chat message input. Add.
Speech unmuted. Label. Create new. Forgot out. Use it. Is not set up. Back. Continue. Back. Set. This used. Forgot out. Create new Apple. Label. Apple ID. Label. Create. Forgot Apple. Use different Apple IDs for iCloud and Apple Media purchases. Set up later, but this app will be associated with your Apple ID and data such as photos. Use forgot create labels Apple like sign in to use iCloud app links.
Seems like it doesn't work.
Back.
Yeah, well,
Continue button. Continue. Set up. Continue. Back. Set this app. Use different forgot Apple ID or password button. Create new Apple ID. Label team like a same Apple like sign in to sign in with your Apple ID. Sign in with your Apple ID. You are currently on a text element. Voiceover off.
Chat message. Add. Learn more. Add.
Voice. Create new Apple ID button. You are currently on a button. Required secure edit text. Required password. Latency micro 6 password.
There we go. It was voiceover.
Added learn.
Create new Apple 9 characters. Use it. This set up late back. Continue. In button. You are currently
Okay, it's loading. This MacBook has a really bad Wi-Fi chip, so. And then my phone's using some of it too, so my phone has to share the internet capacity with the MacBook, and the cell tower has to share the internet capacity with both my phone and the MacBook.
Yeah.
And I think because T-Mobile merged with US Cellular, now there's like an overload of like T-Mobile customers on the US Cellular tower since it's better in this spot, and then it makes the network get slower during the day because there's more people now than usual.
This use it. Forgot Apple like create a kind password. Late.
91% battery power. Charging. Status bar item.
Because it just has continue dimmed button.
Add emote. Learn more. Add.
Yeah. So it's like grayed out.
Yeah, I hit continue or I hit enter, so it's like loading. I'm waiting to get like a pop up on my phone to allow it. Ooh, I wonder what would happen if I created a different Apple ID. And see if it loads that.
Back. Set up late. This app will be so use it. Forgot Apple ID or password. In button. Back. In button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control Option Space.
Yeah, let's set up later.
This app will be so set up later button. Back. Set this you forgot 9 characters. Secure edit text. Wired. You are currently on create this app will there was an error connecting to the Apple ID server. This set back but continue but back set up later. Forgot Apple vertical scroll. Create new Apple ID. In but 9 characters.
Well, that happened.
This app will be set up later. Back set up. This app set back continue but this app will be set up. This Apple like sign in.
Does set up later not work?
Charging. Transposition.
Guess not. Not sure.
There was an out of 10 sign. Apple like link that 9 create forgot Apple use different back there was an error connect. This app there's an error connect the Apple ID server.
Welcome to the chat. Remember to our chat and learn more. Podcast app play free replay for neck live full screen live button.
Hold on. That's very weird, though.
Authentication. System dialog.
Yeah. I'm gonna restart it.
Maybe just... Maybe change that frequency thing that you were saying on your phone to 2.4.
Wait, no, with the MacBook, no, it can connect to 5 gigahertz because it connects to our. Well, actually. Well, no, but it saw my iPhone show up, so that means that it can connect to the 5 gigahertz.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it couldn't connect to that, my iPhone wouldn't show up in the network list.
Voiceover on setup. Table. Accept. Back button. Top. Select your table. Lock. Okay. Where out of other get password. Table. In block.
YouTube now. Sleep gaming. Announcement attachment.
Out of password. Table. Select your VPN.
Chat add and learn more.
Secure other network password. Secure edit text.
Ooh.
Password. Secure edit text. Busy. Progress indicator.
Yeah, but iPhone shows up, so that means it can connect.
Yeah.
Add emote. Learn. Instagram. Add in chat message input. Add in chat chat. Add in learn while open one top and close button.
Data privacy. Accelerate. Quick. Migration. Not in back. Not now. Sign in. Sign Apple. Email. Create. Forgot it. Sticker. This app will be set up later. Skip button. Skip. Default. Terms and conditions important. Use leaves. Agree. Button. Back. Button. Agree. Button. Alert. Dialogue. Disagree. Agree. Holding. Edit text. Flip the dialogue. You are currently on the text field. N. C. A. H. Micah. L. A. F. F. O. N. T. E. Nicola Fontaine. Password. Password. Secure edit text. Verify password. Verify. Secure edit text. Password means option. Scroll area. Back button. Password means option. Back. Creating account. You are currently on this element.
Because I don't really want to sign in on here. So I'm just going to log in, see if it's still connected to my phone, and try to go to websites.
Yeah.
Enable location services. Where enable location services on this Mac. Unchecked. Check. Enable. Analytics. Help. Share analytics with Apple. Checkbox. Help. Screen time. Set up late. Siri. Continue. Back. Apple's enable as Siri. Checkbox. You are currently on checkbox. To select or deselect. Back. Continue. Select a Siri voice table. Choose for me button. In table. Voice back. Dim button. Continue. Dim button. Continue. Siri indicate. Help share audio recordings. Selected. Back busy. Project about improved Siri. Choose to reload. Light dark audio. Top. Light.
What are you trying to do?
Go to the setup.
Assistant not responding.
And this Mac is so old that like it can't even handle like just basic stuff. Even like it's worse than having like an old iPhone that's not supported. Because like technically, if I wanted to, if I still had my iPod Touch, I could pull that out and it would still work. This thing just doesn't work. Like messages does not work on here anymore. I mean, iMessage is not
Why
a
do you say
complicated.
that?
Because I've tried to use it like months ago. Messages would never load on my Wi-Fi. Nothing like. So it's so slow it can barely even use messages.
Desktop group. You are currently on
And even if you use Open for Legacy Patcher to update it, that makes it even worse. Actually.
bar. Stress. Setting. Wi-Fi. Personal hotspot. Menu extra. You are
The Wi-Fi personal hotspot.
Finder.
It says it's connected.
Finder. Safari 30th21. Actions available. You are currently on message. Safari. Finder. Desktop.
Does Safari do anything?
Yeah,
Press
Safari works.
Safari. Start page window.
Messages doesn't, but Safari does.
Go for privacy. Smart search field. Search or enter website name. Apps. A-E-E-D-T. You are currently on a text field. Inside of a speak. Speak apps. T. Speed apps. Period. N. E. T. Closing menu. Speedtest.net. Insertion at beginning of text. Smart search field. Edit text. Display alternate items. Speedtest.new tab. Tab shows tab group picker. Tab group is currently selected. Menu button. Tab group picker. Tab group is currently selected.
YouTube.
Show sign.
I
Read
turned a
toolbar.
12-year-old into a
Customizations button.
Top messages.
You are currently on a button.
Learn
To
more.
click this
Add
button,
emotes.
press
Add
Control
it. Learn
Option
more.
close.
Here.
Message impact.
I'm gonna leave the stream and rejoin. Cause I wonder if StreamYard's trying to mess with that.
Okay. Let me actually see if okay. Still waiting for Micah to come back. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of him. I'm gonna FaceTime audio Micah LaFont on speaker.
Starting a FaceTime audio call to Micah LaFonte, mobile on speaker.
Micah.
Face Micah. More selected.
Okay. Also, I have something to show you when you get up here.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Del Pro 1432. Mike Elefante. Del Pro. Mike Elefante. Del Mike Elefante. Button. More info. Audio count. Mute. More. Leave call. Button. Leave call. Del Pro 1432 gigabytes. 2x16GB. Intel Ultra 5 200 watt. New Del Pro 14F HD plus Intel Ultra 7 265 watt. New low price. Del Pro 4 watt. New low price. Watt. New low watt. New watt. Del Pro. New Del Pro 14F HD plus Intel Ultra 7 265U. 32GB RAM. 512GB SSD. 3-wire MFR warranty. Open box. Dell. 512GB. $888.
What is the condition of this
Smart
thing?
cells 6,000 cons 800 price each as free 5 in condition additional cert walk bot app get dismiss quick tip get notified when the price drops. People are checking this out. 3 have added this to their watch. Breathe easy about this condition quantity 1 available button.
Yeah, he needs to get this one.
Processor Intel Ultra 7 but screen size 14 in but item description see full description see full dismiss button. Descript more selling the Dell Pro 14 laptop. Device is new in open box. Device was opened only to install Windows 11 Pro. Please see actual photos. Device is covered under a Pro support warranty until June 17, 2028. Tech specs. Heading left processor. Head Intel registered core trademark Ultra 7 265U. 12 tops CPU. 12 cores. Up to 5.3 GHz. Heading level 2.
Okay.
Operating system. Windows 11 Pro. Heading level graphics card. Integrated Intel registered graphics for Intel registered core trademark Ultra 7 265U processor. Heading display. 14 non-touch FHD plus 300 nit 45% NTSC anti-glare FHD cam. Heading level 2.
So it's a non-touch.
Memory. Important details about memory. Pop-up 32 gigabytes. 1x32 gigabytes. DDR5 5600 MT/S 5200 MT/S with Intel registered core trademark processors. Heading level 2 storage. 512GB SSD. Heading level 2. 52 hyphens. International buyers. Please note that all customs due are responsibility of the buyer. Full value must be claimed for insurance and cannot be lowered. Please note, shipping outside the contiguous U.S. may be at an additional cost. Check my feedback and buy with confidence. Feel free to contact me with any questions. Check my feedback.
Okay. Still waiting. And while I'm at it, I may actually create another Ninite to install
Delta.
Discord.
Dismiss.
And some apps. Okay, you're here.
Why does it make the sound like a guest tried to join when you let me in?
For you, I don't know. Okay, so I think I found something, but this is very interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. So for the computer, um, the specific one you want, or well, the specific one that your school has, with the Ultra 5, goes for $1,200.
Yeah,
But
no, it was expensive.
yeah, but look at this. Well, look at this. Here's the catch.
Dismiss.
Look what I found here.
Back, share, button. Overflow horizontal card. The seller, photo. The seller is away until November 29th, 2025. If you buy this item, expect a delay in shipping. Photo.
Okay, I didn't see that there
Add to
before.
watch. Selected. Sell Smart. New Dell Pro 14F HD Plus Intel Ultra 7 265U. 32GB RAM 512GB SSD. 3Y RMFR warranty. Heading.
And look how much this sells for.
Sell Smart's contact set $888.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather get that one.
Yeah, that's for one. The RAM is higher. I was looking at the product description, and it says that the machine that you'd be getting in that case is a non-touch display.
Okay.
Do you prefer a touch screen display or a non-touch display?
No, because I don't use the touchscreen.
Overflow card. The set photo. Add select photo. Sell Smart's contact 800 price detail $883 with coupon code.
So
Overflow share.
share.
More action. Copy link. Home. FaceTime. Dock. Messages. Edit button. Converse drag item. Compose. To N. M. C. Results. Michael Ruda. Michael Elefante. Add results. Michael Elefante. 2. Subject message. iMessage. Text field. Text if mentioned. Edit. Scan. Tap. Paste. Scan text.
I'm gonna send this to you
Link. Send. Button. Send.
because I really think this might actually be good for you.
Messages.
The spec,
Message. Your iMessage.
the processor is actually higher. So instead of an Ultra 5, it's an Ultra 7.
Yeah.
And these are AI PCs.
Oh, that
These
means
are
they're like
these-
really powerful.
These machines are like very powerful. If you have an Ultra processor, you're basically getting an AI PC. The only thing I would say that may need upgrading on that is the storage. 512 gigabytes of storage is not terrible, but if you're going to be using an AI PC, I think you should be using more than 2 terabytes of storage, and that can be upgraded.
Well, I think of an AI PC kind of like the iPhone with Apple Intelligence. It's just doing AI tasks on a computer is more powerful than on an iPhone. So, but like, yeah. Hold on.
Please send that listing to your family because that would actually be a good consideration for, like, really would be good. Okay, he left.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, I thought you left.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, I have all these. Okay, Zoom, Discord, Teams. Do I need Thunderbird, Mozilla Thunderbird? It's an email client. iTunes. Spotify. And okay, I'm gonna these. Okay, I'm gonna check what I'm downloading. arms. I don't need. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just download this.
Oh, I'm trying to fix some settings.
What?
I'm trying to fix some settings.
Yeah. So okay, if you can get that computer, oof, your life's gonna be a lot easier. Do they let you use personal equipment at your school?
Yeah.
Yeah, because for one, oh, I can't even think what you'd be able to do with that. Wait, so what exactly does that secure network do on your to your computers, to your school computers? What exactly was it doing? Not letting you
Um,
use StreamYard?
what it does is it basically um
What?
hold on. I'll tell you. 1 second.
Okay, I think I can get out of here.
All right. Okay, I'll tell you in a second here.
Okay. I'm not gonna buy that computer. Um, Now obviously you may have your opinions on that computer, like in a positive on a positive light, but I'm not buying it. Especially because it's the only computer in of its kind that's being sold by that seller. Basically, the quantity on that one is only one. And
So,
there are sellers that like to that collect computers like that, and they'll modify them to the specs that they are selling them for or whatever, and then they'll sell them in large quantities.
um, so you want to know about that secularly thing?
Yeah.
So it's so you know how you can get VPNs on computers and then they can like block certain websites that are bad.
Yes, but okay, I was
So
asking you
okay,
about yeah.
okay, but so what? Hold on, let me explain. Because like, so let's say you get NordVPN on a computer, they probably have a database of like websites that are bad, like because they have viruses or something. Well, what the school does is they have their own like DNS server or their own server, and then what
Mm-hmm.
happens is this software called Secularly is like a program for these schools to monitor web traffic. So then what Securely does is Wausau West or like the Wausau School District can basically create their own VPN in a way that what it does is it monitors your internet traffic and they decide what websites are blocked and not blocked. And so then that software is installed system wide on the computer. So if you try to use Edge, the same thing happens. If you try to use Chrome, the same thing happens. If you try to use Firefox, the same thing happens.
Okay, but what was the issue you were having on your old Dell on your Latitude? Cuz I thought you weren't able to like use or what was the issue that you were having at home with your old Latitude?
Well, it's the same issue that this has when you try to sign into Securely. My Wi-Fi blocks Securely because it thinks that it's bad.
Okay, so what happens if they if you try to turn off whatever feature your Wi-Fi has so that whatever software is installed on your computer can go through?
Well, my dad wouldn't want to do that, but I tried to get him 2 years ago and he didn't. But I don't know why it wouldn't let me use my phone because my phone's hotspot was like working the other day.
Yeah, so your only other exhaust option here is to get that computer I sent you. But you have to order it now. I don't know if your parents can do that.
No, but like the thing is like when my phone was using the hotspot, I think it was using LTE instead of 5G for the hotspot, which was kind of weird.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah,
who may
because
be able to get you?
here's the thing. At nighttime, when I run a speed test on US Cellular, if it's 1 a.m., it's like 103 megabits per second. Right now, I ran a speed test, and it was it was 15 because there are more. It used to be like 26 or 50. Now it's 15, and I think it's because of all those T-Mobile customers. Because what T-Mobile did is they made the what they made the T-Mobile towers broadcast on U.S. Cellular's network and T-Mobile's network, and then they made the U.S. Cellular towers broadcast on T-Mobile's network and U.S. Cellular's network. So now all phones that are on U.S. Cellular or T-Mobile can switch between both T-Mobile towers and U.S. Cellular towers because the phone thinks it's all the same network, and it happens on both T-Mobile customers and U.S. Cellular customers. So now what's happening is all the customers that were previously on the T-Mobile tower that are in my area are now connecting to the U.S. Cellular tower because it's actually better at my house than the T-Mobile tower. And so now there are more users on the U.S. Cellular tower. And so during the day, the speeds get slower in this spot because there's more people using the network, and so it's more congested.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why, because like, because there's two things. So there's U.S. Cellular, like the U.S. Cellular access. So if you sign up for U.S., you can still actually sign up for U.S. Cellular, and you'll get a U.S. Cellular eSIM. So it won't be a T-Mobile based one. It will still be a U.S. Cellular based one. If you sign up for T-Mobile, it's a T-Mobile based one. I liked the U.S. Cellular based SIM cards or eSIMs because you get the roaming agreements on the other, on like AT&T and Verizon. If you go somewhere where US Cellular and T-Mobile don't have coverage, if you have a T-Mobile SIM, you don't get roaming on both AT&T and Verizon. So I like having the US Cellular SIM still,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know anyone that could buy me that computer.
And you don't even talk to Ava no more, so
Yeah.
um well, it's good to keep tabs on that computer cuz sometimes the price might they say to that it's a good idea to keep an eye out to see if the price drops.
Yeah.
So, if that happens, then that gives more people the incentive to buy the computer. But I'm not gonna buy it for you just to have it sent to you. That would just be weird.
Yeah.
Um, who do you think would get it for you though?
No one. Literally, my parents wouldn't.
Have you asked
Cause
them to buy you another computer?
yeah, I've said stuff about it. Like, if I knew someone that would buy me something like that, I would have already asked for something.
Oh, well, I mean, like, what did they say to you about about buying
But
something?
they don't have money.
Yeah. Now, I'm not trying to get into politics, but if this supposed quote unquote $2,000 that the federal government is going to send apparently true, whatever quote unquote, then you're going to have enough.
Who are they sending it to?
Apparently, apparently the president made some sort of announcement that he's partnering or he wants the federal government to send every U.S. citizen a $2,000 check.
Only once,
Uh, I don't know if it's just a one time or what's going on. We
or
can
is it
ask.
every?
We can ask.
Or is it every month?
I don't know what I don't know anything about it, but I mean you can ask Chat GPT to see if it.
I mean, when I turn 18, I'm gonna hopefully if the government doesn't take too long, I can get back like the Social Security benefits.
Yeah, I don't know how long that'll take because it took me like 7 months, I think. Because I mean, I went straight to school after I graduated high school. I went straight into the Center for the Blind,
No, but
and then I didn't get approved until like April.
yeah, because then I could buy a new MacBook.
Why a MacBook?
Because then I can
You
use
can't
like
really.
GarageBand and stuff.
Yeah, but like, what about the Dell? What do you think of the Dell?
I mean, I could buy both. I have a Windows and a Mac.
I mean, SSI checks aren't really worth that much. But to be fair, I mean, they tell you that you can't buy that you they want you to use it. They want you only to use it for groceries, but realistically, they don't know what you're using it for. They're not going to ask you, "Hey, did you use
No,
it for
you can use it
groceries?"
for anything. You just can't use it to like invest in something.
What do you
But
mean
you,
invest?
but you can use it for anything because.
I know, but like,
So
what
I
do you mean
know
you can't use it to
I kn-
invest?
like I don't know how to explain it, but I know that cause I know people that are blind that have bought in computers and use it to pay for phone plans and stuff.
Yeah, man, I don't know what'll happen if you can even get that computer. Because it's good to keep an eye on it. Um,
You know that the iPhone 16, like the A18 chip, is they said that it's just as powerful as an M1 chip.
it is.
Yeah, so my phone is just as powerful as an M1 MacBook Air with 8 gigs of RAM.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of crazy to think about. I mean, yeah, the iPhone, Apple Intelligence iPhones are literally AI phones,
yeah.
just like the computer. Because It uses the phone like neural engine and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I thought was a big waste of money is Brantley Schmidt, back in
Yeah.
2024, in like November of 2024, got
Yeah.
an iPhone 15 Plus, and I thought that was really dumb because the iPhone 15 Plus was a year old, and since the iPhone 16 had came out, that means all the iPhones from the previous year that were still being sold got dropped down $100. So that means the iPhone 15 Plus was being sold at the same price as the regular 16. Now, Brantley doesn't care really much about the screen size that much. He should have gotten the 16 instead of the 15 Plus. The reason why is because here's the thing: the Plus model iPhones were just the same phone as the base model, like the regular model. It just was bigger. So if Brantley would have gotten the regular 16, yeah, it would have been smaller, but he would have gotten the newer like chip, and he would have gotten Apple Intelligence, and at the end of the day, would have gotten more features for the same exact price. But he went with the 15 Plus because it was bigger. In reality, it was worse. It had a worse chip in it.
So now what is he doing?
He has the 15 Plus. He could have gotten a 16 for the same price.
His mom got it for him, or he bought it himself?
No, his mom did, but he decided that he wanted the 15 Plus. He should have said he wanted the 16. They were the same price. Like when I was at the U.S. Cellular store to get the deal is you could get like the phone for free, and you at the moment you just pay for it over time. But they could only do that for up to $830 phones. So I had the option of getting the 16E, which I was not gonna do because that phone's trash. I could have gotten a regular iPhone 15, the 16, or the 15
What's wrong with
Plus.
the 16E?
It doesn't have. I don't think it has the dynamic island. It doesn't have MagSafe. It doesn't. It has a stupid Apple cellular modem, which is not really as good from testing.
How do you know it's
It
not good?
because people have tested it. It doesn't have MagSafe. It doesn't have dynamic island. It's yeah. It's
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it the case, the cases for them probably do have MagSafe.
Yeah, but it no. Here's the thing: the U.S. Cellular was going to cover an iPhone, the regular 16 too, so it wasn't really going to matter. So I got the regular 16 because that was the best I could get, and it was good. Like honestly, the iPhone 16 has been a really good phone. Like my SE3 was good, my SE2 is good. Honestly, I like those phones because of the size. I was like, wow, it's small, but it has a newer chip and everything. And then I realized that when I got the 16, the regular 16 model, it was bigger, but it wasn't too big. It also wasn't too small. And the speed that the phone moved at was so smooth compared to the SE, like the iPhone 13 chip and the 11 chip. The
Yeah.
speed that the
Do you still have
16
your SEs?
I have the SE2
Why didn't you trade that out?
because I didn't need to. And at the time, I had the third gen. My dad has it now, but he also has an Android phone. But yeah, the 16 just ran really well. It has Apple Intelligence. Like it has everything.
What's your take on the iPhone 17?
Well, I wouldn't really. I don't think people. If you have a regular 15, I wouldn't. Well, if you're a sighted person, get the 17 because it's gonna have the base model 17 now has 120 hertz display, and then
And the wide, ultra wide camera in the back.
no, the 16 has an ultra wide camera. The 14 has an ultra wide camera actually.
No, but like, have you seen the 17? Because I actually got to check one out. And like, if you actually look at the camera, it actually does feel like it is an ultra wide.
Yeah, but the regular 16 has an ultra wide on the back like already. So you're not. like really getting that much. For me, it wouldn't really like matter. Don't we have a regular 14?
I have a 14 Pro Max.
Yes, you have the dynamic island.
Yeah.
Yeah, the regular 16 has the dynamic island,
Yeah.
and it
Okay.
has the action button.
What do you have it programmed to?
Just a silent mode because I don't really need it to do anything else.
Oh. What would you do with it, like, if you had an iPhone 17 Pro Max?
I don't know.
Have you ever considered starting like a GoFundMe page? Because I think a lot of times people will do that to get something they really want.
No, I don't really want to like do that.
What is that? Why? What does that do?
I don't know. I just don't really want to set something up like that. I'll wait till I can actually get money.
You know what a GoFundMe is, right?
Yeah, I know what it is.
It's a quick way to get something you really want. You could definitely use it to get something you want. What do you think?
Well, you have to have people that donate it. A lot of people actually use GoFundMe for serious things, like medical surgeries or things look really bad.
Yeah, okay. What do you think you would do with that? Like if you had to use it for any reason?
I don't know.
Swipe
Oh,
left
hold
on
on. My
phone.
brother wants me out of all things. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What? Yeah, why? Uh, have you tried to call him? Hold on. Have you tried to call him, fool? Okay, I'll see what he's doing.
High keypad.
I'll tell him to send me the thing. Wait, can you still hear me, Micah?
Yeah.
Okay. Um.
Wow, my iPhone using MagSafe charged all the way from 20% to like 70% in like less than 20 minutes.
Oh.
It's faster than using the charging cable. I don't know how wireless charging with MagSafe is faster than a cable. That shouldn't, not how that should be. It should be the other
Oh.
way around. Like anything with wireless should be slower than a cable. With anything. Like technically Wi-Fi is faster or internet's faster through Ethernet than Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Because it's directly wired, but
Lord.
there's always a delay with Bluetooth.
3:30 p.m. 6 notifications. Messages.
Hold on.
2 minutes ago. Nathan. 100% charged.
Hold on, let me see something. Okay. Um. Do you still use your Discord?
I have it. Why?
Okay. I wasn't sure if you did.
Yeah, I still have it. I don't use it because I don't really like have anyone on there, like, or like any groups on there. But I still have it.
Okay. All right.
Free 32. Message free messages. Messages. 3. Alert. Trust. Your don't trust. And enter device. Your settings and data will be explained on screen input. Messages. Message. iMessage. H. About apps. Say. Hey. Dots. Apps. Hey. Period. Sleep.
Okay.
Stop. Tap. Today. Free.
Oh. Let me actually. I was gonna show you. You can actually get a quick installation of NVDA going in a Windows Sandbox VM.
Oh,
But first. Okay, so first what I need to do is I'm gonna open ChatGPT. Okay, I don't need this. Actually, well, I'll just flip it upside down. Group chat. Let me see. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to find some messages. What are you doing?
I don't know. Just seeing what you're gonna do. What device do you run the Windows Sandbox machine on?
So basically, what you can actually do, you have to turn on a whole bunch of Windows features in, like, on your host machine. It doesn't matter if. So for me, it doesn't really matter if it's my MSI or if it's my HP, but. So what I'm gonna do. So I need to create a notepad. But I don't want to share the. Well, I mean, okay, I want to share the screen, but at the same time, I think that's gonna show my email addresses, and I don't want to leak my
Why
school
would it show
email.
your email addresses if you share your screen?
No, because I have ChatGPT open,
Then just turn on.
and
I don't think it should show your email addresses.
NVDA Sandbox.WSB. So okay, Here's what I'm gonna do.
If they're not really
NVDA.
like your main email, I don't think it matters.
Copy that. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Share screen. Okay, I closed ChatGPT, so it's not really an issue anymore.
Button collapsed.
Can you hear my
Okay.
screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and audio. Windows.
Wait.
StreamYard.com is sharing your.
Are you able to like you know how you can you know how you can like see your participants? Can you find your screen share and click on the more options and see if you can turn off echo cancel or turn on echo cancellation on the screen share? Because it's making me echo.
Broadcast. Clickable brand asset option. Rock music
Sorry.
button sort of. Rock music button. Clickable brand asset. Clickable brand asset options menu button sub. Clickable brand acoustics in the menu button. Toggle click brand sound detail region. Clickable sound. Clickable brand asset
It'll
options.
show
menu.
you.
Toggle.
And then it'll show you again, but it'll show your screen share.
Click apart. Click count. Click upon music. Toggle. Clickable info button. Delete. Click count. Click brand. Toggle overlay section button. Clickable info brand. Clickable toggle. Clickable dismiss seasonal pack button. Add button. Clickable invite guest button. Main clickable full screen layout button. Clickable new clickable more options menu button sub. Clickable remove Michael Lafont from stage. Clickable solo layout button. Clickable new Michael Lafont button. Clickable more options menu button sub. Clickable presenter invite button. Clickable new microphone button.
Go up.
Main landmark. Clickable more options menu button sub menu.
Keep
Clickable new
going.
clickable solo layout button. Clickable remove Michael Lafont from clickable more options
Keep
menu button
going.
sub menu. Clickable new screen audio button.
More
Clickable
options.
menu button sub menu. List clickable with 2 items button edit name button stop screen. Button stop screen.
Oh.
Can't do that.
Button edit name. Button edit name.
Wait, what if you
Menu button sub menu.
what if you stop screen sharing? And then what if you turn on echo cancellation on your microphone? Then screen share, then turn echo cancellation back off.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Clickable new Michael Lafont button. Clickable clickable new mic. Clickable stop sharing screen. Clickable invite guest button. Clickable mic and camera settings button. Clickable complementary landmarks. Broadcast aside. Tab control. Private chat. People tab. Notes. Banner. Comment. Clickable mic and camera settings button. Invite guest button. Clickable button. Stop sharing screen button.
Okay, I'm gonna stop that real quick. Mic and camera settings. Audio. Okay. Share screen.
Button collapsed.
Okay.
StreamYard.com is sharing your hide link.
Hide that.
StreamYard Studio. Main landmark clickable.
There we go. That fixed it.
Large screen layout. The share screen is large. All cap screen layout. Tab control. Comments tab select. Clickable turn on camera button. Clickable button collapsed. Invite guest button. Clickable mic and camera settings button.
Mic
Account
and
settings.
camera
Clickable set button. Click with
settings.
tab audio. Select off default microphone array. Intel register. Visual effects tab. Audio tab. Camera tab. StreamYard. Studio. Stream. Record. Layout. Guest account.
I mean, you sound just fine with echo cancellation on. Actually, it makes it sound better for you.
You think so? Well,
Play test sound. Echo cancellation.
Adjust your volume perfectly.
what happens if I turn it off though? After I start screen sharing.
I don't know. You sound good. Fine with it on.
Echo. Clickable info button. Reduce mic background noise checkbox not checked.
Okay, how about reduce mic background noise?
Clickable info button.
That's like having voice isolation on FaceTime on. So that's up to you.
We don't need that.
Yeah, I don't think you need that.
Automatically adjust mic volume checkbox not checked.
Okay,
Yes.
automatically adjust mic volume.
Yeah.
Do I want that on or off?
Yeah, you want that on,
Checked.
Okay.
and then you're good.
Okay, now I can open up a notepad.
Start window. Search window. Search box edit blank. N O. Notepad app. Press right.
Okay, now I
Notepad.
can.
NVDA sandbox.wsd. Notepad. Pane. Notepad dialog. Notepad cannot find the C. Sandbox share NVDA sandbox.wsd file. OK button.
Okay, that's fine because I had made this file last night. It's fine.
Untitled. Unmodified. Tab selected 101. Blank.
So I'm gonna save it in a couple directories actually. Paste this here.
Save as dialog. File name. Combo box collapsed. Edit Alt plus N selected configuration.
That's actually that's a good name actually.
Preview level 2 local disk. C. Level 0 desktop expanded 1 to 1.
Desktop.
File name combo box collapsed. Edit Alt plus N selected configuration. Configuration.txt notepad text editor document blank. StreamYard Studio gray window. StreamYard Studio document.
Oh, I need a.
Home file explorer. Pane. Home tab selected 1 to 1. List. Preview level 1 home 1 of start of quick access. Downloads. Pin. Not.
Downloads.
Items view list. Today grouping expanded. New button collapse 1 of 10. Sort view. More view button collapse 9 of 10.
View.
Top of window menu extra large icon. Show collapse select preview pane not checked. Show collapse. Expect map compact item check boxes not checked. Use check file name extension. Show items. Virtual items view list. Today model. Today grouping expanded. Virtual audio cable v4.70. Downloaded from blindhelp.net. .rar2 of 20. StreamYard. Desktop list. Brave 21 of 27.
Okay, that just installed a whole bunch of apps.
Configuration.txt 1 of 27.
Configuration.txt.
TXT blank. TXT
Dot WSB. So we need to rename this to a .WSB file.
rename dialog. If you change a file name extension, the file might become unusable. Desktop list.
Fine.
Desktop list.
It's not going to do anything. Okay, now I'm going to actually use ChatGPT on my phone.
3:42 p.m.
Open ChatGPT. I can use ChatGPT on my phone to do the rest. Well, okay, not really do the rest, but to look at the rest of the instructions.
Group chats. New group chat. Nice. That's awesome. Page 2. Put NVDA.
Yeah, because can't you look at your previous chats?
Yeah.
Here you go. The WSB configuration file content exactly as before. Ready for you to hear code, then paste this into it. Code block, then paste this into it. XML code block. Heading.
So it's an XML.
Less than configure. Checkmark. What to do next one. Create the folder.
Okay, so the sandbox folder is already created. It's going to be in my C drive.
Code block.
That didn't go away.
C/sandbox shared.
C:\sandbox shared. That's already there.
StreamYard. StreamYard.com. Stream. Home file
Okay,
explorer.
and I'm going to show you that it is there.
Pane. Home tab selected 1 of 1. List quick access 1 of 2. Preview home 1 of 14 level 1. Level 2 local disk. C.
Local disk.
Items view list. NetPub not select. Sandbox share 5 of 10.
Okay.
2. Put NVDA.exe inside that folder 3. Double click NVDA-sandbox.wsb.
Okay, so what I need to do is I need to put the file that I created.
Desktop list. Configuration.wsb not selected 1 of 27.
So I'm going to do
Selected.
Control C on
Local disk.
that.
C. File explorer. Items view list.
I'm gonna
Sandbox
copy
share
it.
5 of 10. Items view list. This folder is empty.
That's fine.
Configuration.wsb 1 of 1. Preview local disk. Level 0 desktop expanded 1 of 1. Level 1 start of quick access. Desktop downloads. Pin not checked.
Downloads folder.
Items view list. Today grouping expanded. Midnight aim the core runtime 10 installer. Earlier this month grouping expanded. Midnight Brave Chrome Edge Firefox NVDA installer.
This.
Preview downloads. Pin not checked. Level 2 local disk. C.
Local disk.
Items view list. NetPub. Sandbox share 5. Items view list.
Sandbox.
Configuration.wsb not selected 1 of 1. Midnight Brave Chrome Edge Firefox NVDA installer. .x2 of 2.
And you don't actually run the file that you copied and pasted. Instead, you actually have to run the configuration file.
Configuration.wsb 1 of 2.
And look what happens when I run that.
Windows Sandbox shared. File explorer. Items view list. Configuration.wsb 1 of 2.
So now what's going to happen is it's going to open Windows Sandbox. It's going to start up the Windows VM in Sandbox.
StreamYard Studio Brave. Downloads. File explorer column 4 of 8. WhatsApp row 2 column 1 5 of 8.
Okay,
WhatsApp. Unknown.
get that out of there. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Power
Okay.
battery status 71 clock 3:45 p.m. 22/11. Desktop list configuration.wsb 1 of 27. Windows Sandbox row 1. Sandbox shared. StreamYard.com is shared. StreamYard Studio. Downloads. File explorer column 2 5 of 7. Mail Johnny Rickholm Outlook column 3 6 of 7. Mail Johnny Rickholm Outlook.
Get that out of there as well.
StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and with Sandbox shared. StreamYard. Downloads. File explorer column 2 5. Discord.com/app equals 1,763,800,000. Document. Email or phone number edit required blank.
Okay, I'm gonna get this out of here.
StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and
Discord.
Sandbox shared. File explorer. StreamYard. Studio. Brave column. Downloads. File explorer column. StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and audio. Windows Sandbox column 2 2 of Windows Sandbox. Pane. Input capture window.
Okay, now we're in Windows Sandbox. And this is another VM. So what I'm going to do... Okay, I need to turn on narrator because I don't really know my way around my desktop. Yeah, and it's good to familiarize yourself with the desktop. Here.
Desktop list, recycle bin, 1 of 3, selected, scan. This narrator updates window, next, scan, narrator window,
Come on.
quick start. No item in, scan off, recycle, name, split button. This folder is empty, text.
What?
Narrator window heading, scan, narrator updates, 2 of 2, scan off. Narrator update, next, space, narrator window heading level 1, scan, desktop list, recycle bin, scan off, C. Microsoft Edge, Sandbox shared. Sandbox shared.
Okay, now what I'm
File
going to do...
and Ninite Brave Chrome Edge Firefox exiting narrator.
Okay, now what's going to happen is that's going to install itself. And on my end, on the host side, I am going to
Desktop list configuration.wsd1 select synthesizer.exe.
switch my synthesizer on my host side.
StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and audio window. StreamYard.com. Windows Sandbox Row 1. Windows Sandbox pane. Input capture window.
That way
Starting narrator.
match
Sandbox
them.
shared. File. Scan. Narrator window heading level. Quick. Settings.
Can you still hear my screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feedback. Show narrator home. Unchecked. Sandbox. Scan off. Narrate. Ninite. 3 of 3. Ninite dialog. Cancel. Link. Show details.
Loading
Okay.
NVDA desktop window.
Exiting narrator.
Now what I'm going to do... This is probably going to shut off NVDA, but I don't care, because now I know it's safe on my desktop, is installed. And then what'll happen when I shut off this VM, like basically all the hard work will be gone. So that wasn't the VM shutting off, that was just NVDA within the VM. Okay, now I gotta make sure it starts up.
Desktop list NVDA 3 of 4.
Yeah, it didn't start up
Sandbox
right.
NVDA 3 of
There we go.
Loading NVDA. Please welcome to NVDA laptop. Use caps lock as an check start NVDA after check show did not OK rest. NVDA usage data. Desktop list and
Okay,
What happens
now I'm
when you
gonna
look at the
turn...
NVDA menu.
What happens when you
What?
look at what happens if you look at the specs of those VMs?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna show you, but first I'm gonna enable remote access.
NVDA setting. Review cursor 8 of 7. Remote access for remote checked.
So this is the new NVDA remote that is directly integrated into the screen reader.
Desktop list NVDA 4 of 5.
And I'm going to switch some
NVDA
settings here.
settings. Change voice. English Caribbean. Desktop list NVDA 4 of 5.
Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to...
NVDA menu. New. Connect. C. Connect to another computer dialog mode. Combo box allow this computer to be controlled. Collapse host. Combo box collapsed. Editor.
Okay, I'm gonna do
NVDA
NVDA
remote.com
remote.com.
key. Edit alt plus K blank.
And I'm gonna set the key to...
B R E A K T A S A R T. Break this shit. Break this shit selected.
Okay, you know what? I don't even need to
B.
select copy and paste, because I'm just going to...
Desktop connected as controlled computer. Desktop list NVDA 4 of 5. Desktop list
So all I need to do to go back to my regular host, what I found works, is I could just do a 4-finger swipe down on my trackpad. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this.
NVDA view connect. C. Connect to another key. Edit alt plus K blank. B R E A K T A R S A R T. Break this shit. Host server. Comp mode. Combo box control another computer collapse server. Comp host. Combo box collapsed. Edit alt plus H selected NVMemote.com. StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and audio with...
Now, the new default command is actually going to be, in order to switch between your host and controlled machine, is going to be insert alt tab. So I'm going to make sure that this isn't ducking.
And StreamYard.
Okay.
Duck when outputting, all when no ducking.
Okay. I'm going to do insert alt tab.
Controlling remote computer. Start window, search box edit blank.
What do you
Wait,
think
you
of that?
You should set the virtual machine's voice to no speech since it's already using the like.
Best desktop list NVDA 406. Select synthesizer dialog. Microsoft PHAI with Windows 1 core voices. No speech. Desktop list NVDA 406. Start Windows S.
I don't even go through MS Info 32.
System information dialog. Tree view. Level 0 system summary list. OS name. Value. Microsoft Windows 11 Enterprise 1 on 44.
Yeah, that's exactly what that did.
Version. Value. 10.0.261000 build 26,102 on 44.
So it's still running last year's version of Windows 11.
Other OS description value. Not available free on OS manufacturer. Value. Microsoft Corporation for system name. Value. 9754 B92F97 ASET system manufacturer. Value. Microsoft Corporation 6 on 44.
It thinks the VM is actually made by Microsoft, which is very true. But wait until you look at the specs of the processor and SKU of this thing.
System model. Value. Virtual machine 7 on 44.
Oh, the system model. Yeah.
System type. Value. x64 based PC 8 on 44. System SKU. Value. Non 9 on 44.
So there is no system SKU. So it just says none because there's none.
Processor. Value. 13th Gen Intel Core TM i5-1350p, 2189 MHz, 8 core S, 16 logical processor S10 on 44.
So, exactly as my HP, as my host, except the amount of cores it's using is fewer, but the threads, also known as logical processors, is the same. And I'm going to show you that.
Controlling local computer. Start window SS. System information item. System summary list. OS name. Value. Microsoft Windows 11 Pro 1 on 45.
So that is a big difference because my host is using Windows 11 Pro, but the VM is using Windows 11 Enterprise.
Version. Value. 10.0.26200 build 26.
So this is using Windows 11 25H2, my host, versus the VM, which is using 24H2.
Other OS description value. Not available free on 45. OS manufacturer. System name. Value. Desktop BJ system manufacturer. Value. HP 6 on 45. System model. Value. HP EliteBook 840 14-inch G10 notebook PC 7 on system type. Value. System SKU. Value. 95K8 up number 8.
9S5K8UP, that is the SKU.
Processor. Value. 13th Gen Intel Core TM i5-1350p, 1900 MHz, 12 core S, 16 logical processor S.
So the megahertz in the VM are a little bit higher, but the host has more cores.
How much RAM does the VM have?
Controlling remote computer. Installed physical memory RAM. Value. 4.00 GB 28 on 44.
Yeah. And
Wait,
my host has...
Did you have to use
What?
an ISO to create the VM, or how do you create a VM inside of a sandbox?
No, so it automatically creates it when you enable it in Windows features.
So how do you enable the sandbox and the features?
So you have to...
Controlling local computer.
You have to just type in Windows features, and I recommend enabling absolutely everything if you can.
Installed physical memory RAM.
So then once you enable that, how do you actually open a virtual machine?
So it's already there. Once you open Windows Sandbox, it's already there.
It's on a desktop and everything?
Yeah.
Controlling remote computer.
Not really, because you have to search up. So you have to go into your start menu and click on Windows Sandbox.
Right cancel. Show details link.
What
And then
is
what
this
happens when you click on it?
Feedback.
If you just click on Windows Sandbox within your start menu instead of creating this whole configuration file like I did,
Yeah.
which does require a lot of work. If you do that, then what's going to happen is it's going to start just like any new computer would. Like you're going to have its own version of a preset config, but okay, it just finished installing.
And so then how do you
its app.
start controlling the like input on the actual sandbox?
So you just have to make sure your window is focused. That's it. That the focus of the window is strictly in the sandbox VM.
So you just put
Cancel
the
installing Teams.
but then
Do
how do
what?
you do then how do you go to the taskbar of the VM and stuff?
The same way you use the rest of the your traditional Windows computer. So the only thing you need to focus on within the VM is just ensure that the focus of the host is in Sandbox. That's it. And if you want to switch back to your host, the best way I found to go back to it is by doing a 4-finger swipe down on the trackpad. And that'll actually get you back to your desktop on your host.
And are you able to like reset? Like, what if you did like Alt F4? And you hit reset? Would it actually do a reset on the sandbox?
That will basically shut down the machine and it'll delete your whole configuration.
Oh, it doesn't save it.
No, it does not.
So you can't put the MEMS virus on it and then restart it and then.
You could, but you'd have to use the configuration file and you have to save it elsewhere, so that. But in the configuration file's parameters, you also need to specify that, hey, you want to run the MEMS virus.
So
because you can't just specify, you can't just paste a file into the local disk, into your C drive and into the Sandbox shared subfolder, because, you can't do just that and skip the step of saving the file name in the parameters of the configuration file. And you also can't skip the step of not putting the file of the MEMS virus in that folder and only title the only save the parameters in the config file, because otherwise that config file, when you run it, the WSB, is going to think, I'm trying to find that MEMS virus, but I don't know where it is. It's going to think that it's trying to find something that it doesn't know where it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't do that.
Hide details link. Right close button. System
So every
information.
time you shut off the sandbox, it deletes it, and then if you open another one, it just creates another one?
Yes.
Desktop list NVDA 6 of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And so the computer automatically, based off of its own specs, knows how to adapt the sandbox to work?
Yeah, basically. That's what it seems like.
I wonder what microphones, or what it says.
Beyond that, you can't do anything more. It's just a VM to do very basic stuff. The microphone is just kind of an afterthought.
Can you actually? Couldn't you join Could you join a StreamYard with a Sandbox VM?
Let me see. Let me see if it even sees the mic.
Recording property page. Select a recording device below to modify its settings. List. Remote audio. Default device 1 of 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's nothing.
Properties.
Wait, try to monitor it and listen to it and see if it is your mic.
Property page, you can listen to a port checked. Play power OK but sound dialog.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's nothing. So I think there would have to be like a separate command for you to program the mic to work.
Remote audio tab control. Edit change device usage OK button. Don't you use this device? Cancel button. Tab listen. Property page you tab control. General
Yeah, see, it doesn't do anything.
tab desktop list NVDA 6 of 10.
Yeah, it does not do anything.
What if you did the command that reformats the C drive?
So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm going to disconnect the remote.
Desktop list NVDA 6 of 10.
Now, to quickly disconnect the remote, all you do is insert Alt-R.
Confirm the disconnection dialog. Are you sure you want to disconnect from the remote access session? No button on Alt N. Disconnected. Desktop list NVDA 6 of 10.
So I'm gonna manually control the VM now.
Yeah, I have to see.
A hypervisor has been detected. Features required for Hyper-V will not be displayed.
How are you gonna re-enable the speech?
It is enabled.
No, because you set it to no speech on.
No,
the
I
V.
set it. I re-enabled it.
Oh,
Remember? You heard it. Did you hear it echo?
yeah.
System information. Start toggle button not.
Okay.
New tab. Personal loading page.
Oh, you know what?
Controlling local computer.
Okay, I forgot to do that.
Add this page to favorites. Control plus D button. System information. StreamYard.com. Windows Sandbox column. Windows Sandbox pane. Input capture window. Start toggle button not pressed.
All right.
Start window C. D level 1 command prompt. Administrator. Command prompt window. Terminal C. Use as WNAG utility account data.
All right. Now let's type in this command. So
DE space
DEL space C colon backslash space slash F slash S slash Q.
Deleted
Enter.
file C. License.txt. Deleted file C. EFI boot x64.efi list configuration.WSB 1 of 27.
And there. Now it's probably just trying to see what it can delete and what it can't do.
Windows Sandbox. System information column 2. System information dialog. Delete your file C. Windows Microsoft 1 column D. Sandbox shared. File Explorer. Items view list configuration.WSB. StreamYard. StreamYard. Studio Brave column 3. Clickable leave studio button.
Yeah, so
Clickable mic and camera set.
that's exactly what you can do with that. It's still trying to think to see if it can delete anything because it's only on 4 gigs of RAM. And I didn't tell it to give it 4 gigs of RAM. That's just kind of what it did. So it uses, it's very basic. So you can almost not really do anything with it.
Desktop list configuration.WSB 1 of 27. StreamYard.com. Windows Sandbox pane. Input capture window.
Yeah. You can create sandboxes on Android.
Do what?
I think you can create sandboxes on Android.
I'm not sure. But I know that also another thing in the Windows features is
for start window. Search window.
you can run
edit blank.
Windows subsystem for Linux. I don't know how that works. I think that actually does stay. Because I was able to kind of pull off Windows subsystem for Android at one point. But I didn't really know how to get it to work. And I don't think you can do that anymore.
Administrator. Command prompt del C. /F/S/Q window. Terminal blank C. Program files Windows apps MS Teams 25,306.804.41 C. Program C. Accesses denied.
And now it's deleting
Program
stuff.
files Windows apps MS Teams 25,000 C. C. Program files Windows apps MS Teams 25,306.804.4102.719 pre-ex 58% 0 hours and 44 minutes remaining unplugged C. Program
Oh, and it also uses the same battery.
Access is denied C. Program files
thing
window
as your
maximus 58% 0 hours and 44
Okay.
minutes remaining unlocked. Desktop list configuration 58% 0 window maximus 14 minutes remaining unlocked. 306.804.410.2.7
Yeah, see, the machine's basically- so the VM is basically overwhelmed with what's going on.
assets Windows and battery stream lock stream download 0 FB60 pre-A7 Stream denied Windows and program stream window maximus Windows Sandbox Windows 306.804 speech mode off.
Yeah, see, this VM is basically just overwhelmed. But it's kind of speeding up, so
Yeah.
there is a point when you can try to like shut it up. But
Desktop list
Hard to say,
configuration .WSB 1 of 27.
so I'm going to leave that config file there on my desktop, because that is, in fact, the recommended area to leave it in. Because, so that way you can copy and paste any files you need. So, yeah. Do you think this is something you would do?
Yeah.
We would just need to figure out where to get the MEMS virus to like actually what you call it, like run it. But you also need to make sure, like, as with any machine, you need to, like, you don't want to run it on your host. You need to turn off Windows security. You need to turn off virus and threat protection. You need to do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then you probably also need to turn off virus and threat protection on the VM.
Well, I don't think you'd have to do it on your host. I think you don't have to do it on the VM.
No, well, yeah, you'd have to do it on the VM, but you'd also have to do it on the host, because Windows security and virus, both Windows security and virus and threat protection know exactly what it is. So even just saving it, you have to turn it off, especially in these newer builds of Windows 11. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Windows Sandbox.
Maybe I can kill
input,
this.
speech mode talk. Deleted file C. Program files Zoom resources emojis 1 F6 and .svm. Desktop list NVDA 6 of 10. Deleted file C. Program files Zoom resources emojis 1 F9 P6 .svg. Delete.
Are you able to quit the task of
Okay.
Sandbox?
You want shot risk.
No,
Shut down.
I haven't been able to figure out how to do that, but I'm just going to shut down this VM.
You can't do it in Task Manager?
Cycle bin.
No.
Task switching window. Windows column pre of 3. Windows dialog. If you shut down this remote computer, no one can use it until someone at the remote location manually restarts it. Do you want to continue shutting down? No button Alt plus N. Yes button Alt plus Y.
Okay. There goes that VM.
Pane. Windows Sandbox.
And here, it just says that the VM has been closed, and that it is now safe to close the Windows Sandbox application, because from this point, anything you do currently in this instance of Sandbox, you basically can't
Recognizing
you basically cannot restart the VM anymore in this instance of Sandbox. You have to reopen Sandbox altogether.
Oh, error.
Yeah.
The connection to the Windows Sandbox environment was lost. An existing connection was forcibly closed by the remote host. Close. An existing connection was forcibly closed by the remote host. 0x80,072,746. Close. StreamYard.com is sharing your screen and audio window. StreamYard.com is sharing your screen. Stop sharing button.
Yeah.
Hide link. Start toggle button not pressed. StreamYard Studio Brave. Clickable mic and cap. Clickable stop sharing.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Button.
remember Josiah was able to create like a thing on his Android phone where he could have like a it was like almost like the sandbox, but it didn't make him
Mhm.
reset up Android. What it was is he could like he had a sandbox for just his regular personal stuff and then a sandbox for school. So then what he could do is he could have like Google apps and stuff for school in his school sandbox, and then his personal sandbox didn't have a school account. So then it was like all separated. So the personal sandbox, if you were like in Gmail and you hit switch account, it would not be able to detect the school account.
Clickable
That
mute
was in the other
microphone button.
that was in the other sandbox on his phone.
Speech mode off.
Yeah, okay. Let me actually just see how that turned out on YouTube. Hold on.
2 notifications. Nintendo Switch app. Nice. New message. Text field.
Open YouTube. Because I'm actually curious to see what the turnout of that VM was.
40 seconds of 2. 13 minutes 30. Add learn more. Welcome. Open zero top and close. Track position. Full live. Button.
Hold on. Seems as if it turned out okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still looking to see when I started up this VM. You can't just ensure that the focus of the host is in Sandbox. Any new computer. Actually, it automatically creates it. Yeah, so I'm seeing where it is.
44.
On the system model.
Top list NVIDIA.
What do you think of that? You should. Okay, I'm gonna do insert Alt Tab.
Controlling remote computer. Start window, search edit blank.
It sounds hilarious with the doubled speech. Anyway.
Yeah.
Edit alt plus K blank.
And I'm
NVIDIA laptop. Use caps lock as a net. Desktop list NVIDIA 3 of 4.
It didn't start
Sandbox
right.
NVIDIA 3 of
You know, I wish there were more like text-to-speech engines for iOS, because all we have is eSpeak, and then
An RH Voice kind of exists, but it's not in English yet.
NVIDIA laptop. Use caps lock as a net. Check start NVIDIA.
yeah, it hasn't been in English for years.
NVIDIA usage data. Desktop list.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna turn
NVIDIA menu.
what?
Remote access for remote.
Because we already have the. How did Apple get access to the vocalizer voices?
I don't actually know.
Desktop list NVIDIA 4.
Because when I was younger, I used to think the vocalizer voices were Apple voices because I didn't know they were vocalizer.
Change voice. English currently. Desktop list NVIDIA 4 of 5.
Does vocalizer even still update those voices or even care about them?
I'm not sure. I don't really know. Okay, but why would you want to use your Mac just to restore an iOS device? At that point, wouldn't you just get a Windows VM or a Boot Camp Windows on there?
No,
Or does
so
that
if-
not even work?
Yeah, it works. So if my phone ever screws up and I need to reinstall the OS, Windows is really no, it's not gonna work.
What does it do?
Windows, like iTunes and Windows, just glitches and crashes and never detects the device.
On my equipment, it always did.
Yeah, even
But
though
that doesn't mean it.
even though my dad's computer has 64 gigs of RAM, it couldn't restore an iPhone using iTunes. It would just say that it couldn't recognize the device or something.
Maybe the USB ports are fried or something.
No, because he uses them for other stuff.
Does he
Does
still
it-
use that computer?
Yeah.
What other computers do you guys have at home?
Just yeah, just that one. That one's my dad's.
Hmm.
He actually manually upgraded it to 64 gigs of RAM. Like he bought RAM for it.
Speech mode talk.
It's a desktop.
StreamYard,
Oh.
StreamYard, clickable turn on, stop, clickable, stop.
I think I'm done here. That's gonna be. I'm gonna end the stream.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. That does it for now. Are you